Hello, everybody. Today, we're going to start the first episode of many videos on taxes. First, we're going to talk about personal individual income tax, then capital gain tax in the next video, followed by company tax, any other taxes, and how do those taxes link together? Are there any linkage in them? All right, so without further ado, let's start today's video. Before I dive into the actual main topic, I would like to announce a giveaway. So once I reach 50 subscribers, I'm going to give away one of those notes here. So if you want to be part of the draw, do subscribe and comment and like, and I will draw out one of the lucky winners and give away one of those notes to when I reach 50 subscribers. Okay, so first we will talk about income taxes. So those are individual income taxes. And first I would like to talk about the difference in income taxes between in Australia and in New Zealand. And then I will give some examples of people earning different amount of incomes and how much tax do they have to pay and how much net pay do they actually get. Okay, so this table up here is the income tax for Australia. So in Australia, if the first $18,000, you don't need to pay any income tax on it. And then it's a progressive system. So then the next kind of $19,000 or so, you pay 19%. Then between 37,000 to 90,000, you pay 32.5%. Between 90,000 and 180,000, you pay 37%. Then everything above that, you have to pay 47% of tax. Ouch. Right? And over here again, we have the income tax in New Zealand. The income tax in New Zealand are broken down into 4 baskets between 0 and 14,000. The effective tax rate on that is 10.5%. And when you go from 14 to 48,000, you have to pay 17.5%. And between 48,000 and 70,000, you have to pay 30%. And when you're over 70,000, you have to pay 33%, right? So that's the rough landscape of taxes here. And there's one thing to bear in mind is in both countries, the higher you earn, the higher kind of tax bracket you start going into. So overall, the roughly is the same. However, the structures are kind of structured slightly differently. So especially in Australia, the first $18,000 is untaxed. That's a huge benefit here. So here we will look through 8 different scenarios about people having different pre-tax incomes and how would they fare, right? So first, so the 8 kind of incomes are someone who earns $10,000 a year, 30,000, 50,000, 70,000, 100,000. It's getting into the middle high range, 150,000, 200,000, just and someone who earns $300,000 a year. You might ask, okay, probably there are not that many people who earn that much, right? But if someone does have a big asset pool where they're earning dividends and other kind of interests and those kind of incomes, those still counts as individual incomes. So there are definitely some people who earn that much, right? Okay, so I've in this table I've broken down for the taxes you have to pay in Australia, and here will be the taxes you will have to pay in New Zealand, and we can just do a simple subtraction to work out the net take-home pay in each of the countries. So as you can see, when you're earning, say, $10,000, let's say if you're doing a part-time job, or if you're doing a casual job, you earn $10,000. In Australia, you pay no tax, but in New Zealand, you have to pay about $1,000 of tax here, right? So when you're earning $10,000, you're a lot better to be in Australia. You pay $1,000 more tax. In New Zealand, than when you're in Australia, right? When you get into the $30,000 basket earning, let's say if you're doing a 50% job, or let's say if you work 3 days a week, in Australia, you'll get a net pay of 27,700, and in New Zealand, you only get a 25,700. So in Australia, you get 2,000 pay more, right? So this is quite a big difference in there, right? It's like when you're earning about 50,000, right? When you start your first full-time job, or like that's just a little bit above minimum wage, then it becomes a lot more comparable, right? I think in Australia, you get 42,200. In New Zealand, you get 41,000, close to 42,000 basically. So the difference, just $200 difference there. When you're getting into the 70,000 and 100,000 pay per year, in New Zealand, you get $277 and $577 more a year, right? So that's when you kind of get into your early to mid career kind of earning, and you start to earn a little bit more in New Zealand for the same pre-tax pay here. When you reach into the 150,000 pay, that's when it really starts to say showing some of the difference. In Australia, you get 107,000, and New Zealand you get 109,580, right? So that's a $2,500 more in New Zealand compared to Australia. Where you're earning 200,000, right? That's probably be someone who is, say, a surgeon, plastic surgeon, or someone who's like a professor, or someone who's who manages a who manages like a branch in a large bank branch, for example, those kind of people. In Australia, they will earn take-home pay will be 136,000. New Zealand, there'll be 143,000. That's a $6,500 more. And for the extreme case, if someone does earn, say, 300,000, the difference blows up to 20,000 difference between the taxation in New Zealand versus Australia, right? So in Australia, they will get about 190,000 net pay, and in New Zealand, they'll get 210,000 New Zealand pay here. Okay, speaking of taxes, how would it sound to get some free money, right? If you want some free money, you should open up a share trading account, where currently they're giving away $10 of free money by following the link down below to open a share trading account in New Zealand, and also using the promo code. So have a look at the link down below and follow the link and with the promo code, right? So okay, that's all we have to talk about for income taxes. If you have any questions or comments, feel free to leave a comment down below. And also make sure you smash the like button to help out the YouTube algorithm. It's all about the YouTube algorithm, guys. And make sure you subscribe, because I'm giving away one of the notes when I reach 50 subscribers. So do make sure you subscribe on there. And in the next 2 or 3 videos, we'll talk about capital gain tax, company tax, and how those different income taxes goes together as well, right? So if there's any other sort of taxes you would like me to cover, do leave a comment down below. I will see you guys next time.